Right, howdy folks. As you probably know, today is the day War of the Spark has come out, and so naturally we're doing a ranked Guilds of Ravnica draft. Because War of the Spark's not ranked. What am I going to do? Play unranked? It's crazy. Alright, so basically my strategy, which I will say up front has not been wildly successful, but I think it's the right strategy, is I basically only go Boros or Dimir in Guilds of Ravnica draft. So, cards like Conclave Cavalier, they're great and all, but I basically am never going to take it. So this pack is quite strong. Midnight Reaper's a fine card, but I think he's not as good as a few of the other cards in the pack. The cards I'm looking at here, Dimir Spybug is quite good. He definitely, if he's a early play, you can get a lot of counters on him and just be a swift clock. And he's in Dimir, which is key. I like Integrity Intervention quite a bit, and Deadly Visit's always good. I believe people when they say that Dimir is the best deck. I find I have a little bit more success with Boros. Might just be my playstyle. There's some consideration for the fact that I'm not passing. I'm passing. If I take a Dimir card, I'm passing some decent Dimir cards, whereas it's just kind of sea-level Blade Instructor if I take Integrity Intervention. I think I'm going to take Integrity Intervention here. I don't think it's necessarily the strongest card in the pack, but I like Boros a little bit better than I like playing Dimir, even though, like I said, I think Dimir's probably better. Alright, so now pick two here. This is an easy Luminous Bond, since given that we took Integrity Intervention first. A lot of unplayable green cards in this pack. Green, in my opinion, basically unplayable in this format. Gargoyle is a fine finisher for the Dimir decks. And Whisper Agent's a fine role player in that deck. But I think this is a pretty easy Luminous Bonds. Alright, what do we have here? So Legion Guildmage is okay. He's a gold uncommon, so you'd think he'd just be insane in the deck, but he's kind of just a 2-drop that has a little bit of added utility. I also like Bodyguard quite a bit. These are probably both like C pluses, roughly. I think I'll take the Guildmage, but I don't actually think it's that clear of a choice. If I were Dimir, then Deadweight would probably be the pick here. But I'm going to take Legion Guildmage. Ooh, now this is a tough pick. Command the Storm, excellent removal for the red-white deck, but I think you're supposed to take Sky-Knight Legionnaire here. We've already got 2 removal spells, and this guy is just such an important part of the deck that, whereas there's a handful of 5-drops that you want to play, and you want to play like 2 of them. Whereas you'll play like any number of Sky Knight Legionnaires. So I think it's right to pick Sky Knight Legionnaire there. Alright, and here I think it's Equinox. He's fine. He's a big flyer. You can a lot of times spam out guys and then get stuck on the board where you can't really attack, or just take a turn off from attacking and get a big flyer. He's not anything particularly amazing in the deck, but there's really nothing else playable for us here. Boros Guildgate, you'll play one of them, but it's not really a high priority. Alright, so this is an interesting pick, kind of on the other end of the spectrum. We've got 2 cards that are not that good. There's 10th District Guard and Torch Courier. I'm not a big fan of either of them. They're both pretty much in like the C- or even D+ range. Torch Courier is better than some of the 1-drops. The best 1-drop is the Healer's Hawk, unless there's some like rare one I'm forgetting. All the other 1-drops are pretty mediocre or worse. This guy's like the worst 2-drop pretty much. So I guess I'll take Torch Courier here, just because I'll probably get a chance to get better 2-drops. But I'm not that excited by either of them. I assume Street Riot's not really playable. I thought it gave Menace, so it's even worse. It's definitely not playable. I don't really want anything here. I'll just take this other Torch Courier. If we wind up just getting literally no more 2-drops, then I think we'll be okay having 2 of those, but don't really need 2 of them anyway. Alright, so we get a second Legion Guildmage here. It's a fine pickup. Alright, well, we actually wheeled both of the Boros cards from this pack. I think I like Blade Instructor just slightly better than a Fire Urchin. Fire Urchin's a fine card. It's good if you've got the 2-drop, or the 2 mana, not 2 mana, 2 power Mentor guys. Righteous Blow's actually kind of playable in the Boros decks because normally you don't really want that effect in the low to the ground aggro decks. But the thing is, a lot of times you're attacking with guys like Blade Instructor, and then they get a block with like their 2-drop, and then you get to kill it. So that's pretty nice. Okay. So I think this is a pretty easy pick. This rare is essentially the same as that 2 mana 2/2 Vigilance guy. Every now and then I guess you might get to activate his ability and he's pretty fine, but Rogue Charger is quite good. He's a great guy to mentor on. He gives your guys flying if you can't read the text. So just all around a nice card, and I'll take him. Hunted Witness is probably the second best 2-drop, I think, after the Healing Hawk. Alright, I think this is a fairly straightforward Skynet Legionnaire. I don't think the Unicorn's anything special. I'm just not... Like, you'll play him, and he's fine, but I just find he's not really anything that special. He's going to die the first time he attacks a lot of the time. Skynet Legionnaire is a nice one. If we get this 2-drop back, we'll probably play it. We might play Barging Sergeant. He's kind of like the worst 5-drop that you can play in these decks, but sometimes he makes a cut. Okay. So Steamkin is okay. He's nothing great. We do want to make sure we get the right curve, but I think I'm going to take the Bodyguard. And then we just got to really be careful not to get too many 3-drops. Like, we're kind of at too many 3-drops already. Like, 5 3-drops is probably about right. I just don't think Steamkin's going to be that good in our deck. We've got a decent amount of mono white cards. So I think I'm going to take Bodyguard here, but I'm really going to try to prioritize some cheaper stuff now. Alright. Locksmith's one of the worst 2-drops. Just the ability doesn't do much, and it's definitely a liability to have X1s because there's 2 common cards that kill all the X1s. Cosmotronic Wave and whatever that black -1/-1 card is. That card is in theory good, but I don't expect us to have a lot of gates. So I think I'll just take a Hunted Witness here, and then we'll probably try to ditch one of these Torch Couriers. Will be the plan. Really not anything for us here. In theory, you can play this guy, but he's not very good. Alright, well that's a late Luminous Bonds, so not really a 3-drop because you're not necessarily playing that on curve, so I don't mind that much to take it. Man, another Skynet Legionnaire. Well, we're certainly taking it. There's just no way we take this 10th District Guard over it. We'll just figure out how to make all these 3-drops work. Alright, so this is a pretty interesting pick for a number of reasons. So first off, we've got a Hawk, who's good. And then we've actually got a choice of 3 pretty decent 2-drops. I think Shieldmate's the worst of these. I actually like both of these guys quite a bit. This guy lets you just get in a little bit later in the game. This guy just attacks well into things in the early game. Vigilance I don't care about as much, just because you're often not that worried about the defense. You'd rather have something that affects attacking. I definitely would like a Healer's Hawk in this deck, but I think I'm probably supposed to take one of these 2-drops. And I'm actually not sure which one it is. Yeah, we don't have like a ton of Mentor yet. We got 2 Mentor guys. That bring down Hawk stock a bit. Alright, I think I'm going to take Fresh Face Recruit, but I don't really know what's the right pick there. Alright, well, we'll probably play this over the Torch Courier. Alright, and we'll definitely play this 2-drop. I don't think we're going to play any of these. I've not really seen a version of Boros where you really want to play Gravitic Punch, but it could in theory happen. I guess you can play Candlelight Vigil in some of these decks, but I don't know, I don't find I ever really do that. Alright, this is a pretty clear Sure Strike. Sure Strike's a pretty good combat trick for this, and there's just nothing else. I mean, the Goblin is one of the better 2-drops, but I just think we do want a Sure Strike, and maybe the Goblin will come back. I'm pretty sure it's right to take the Sure Strike there. Hazda Marshal is, I think he's probably worse than Haunted Witness. Like, if you think about it, how often is this guy surviving when he attacks? And if he just makes a token and dies, then he's like a Haunted Witness, pretty much. But then you don't get the token when he blocks, or you don't have more creatures, so... But that being said, this pack just sucks for us. So... I don't know what I want here. Like, I don't think I want a Hazda Marshal, but I don't particularly want, like, a Maniacal Rage. I guess the Maniacal Rage on, like, a Sky Knight Legionnaire is very barely a thing. Alright, Maniacal Rage is coming back, like, I think 100% of the time, so I'm not that worried about it. It's another interesting pick. Demotion can be quite good. And it's probably the pick here. We're doing okay on 2-drops, even though we'd like to upgrade this Locksmith. I do like Fresh Face Recruit, and I don't like passing it, but I think I want to take Demotion here. Just lets you get through. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I forgot about this guy as far as 1-drops. He's a pretty good 1-drop. Actually don't know what's better between Healer's Hawk and the Banneret as far as 1-drops go. They're probably the 2 best 1-drops for this deck. My intuition is to take the Banneret. I think the Healer's Hawk's a little bit better if we had more Mentor, but I think we've only got 2 Mentor guys. So I think I'm going to take Banneret here. That could be wrong. Alright. So we can take the 2-drop. He'd be our 5th 2-drop. 5 2-drops is kind of okay. We don't have a lot of 4s right now, so I think I'm just going to take... Oh, I didn't even notice the other better 2-drop, which is the Scout. So hopefully we get one of those back, but I think at this point I kind of want the Parhelion Patrol. It pumps some of our 1-drops, and it pumps the Rogue Charger. So I think I want Parhelion Patrol. It just kind of fits our curve. Wow. So we're getting all these chances at Haunted Hawks. Haunted Hawks? Healer's Hawks. I find I actually like Pack Beast quite a bit. And we don't have any 5-drops. He's kind of just like a finisher. I think one point against him for our deck is we've got an abnormal amount of flying. So it might not be that important. And we've now picked up kind of a decent number of Mentor things. Like we've picked up 2 since our last chance at a Healer's Hawk. I don't think this guy's making a cut ever right now. It's actually tough. Definitely not taking another Parhelion Patrol. So I mean, it's between the Pack Beast and the Healer's Hawk. Yeah, I think with all our flyers, I just think Pack Beast's a little bit worse than normal. Alright, well, paid off. I'm definitely going to take Pack Beast over Boar, even though Boar would be fine in this deck. Alright, I think we want a Take Heart here. 1-mana combat tricks, pretty good in these decks. We don't want any of these. I think we're not playing Hazda Marshal for sure. Maniacal Rage came back, but I don't think we want to play it. Don't want to play any of these. It's possible we play a second Take Heart. Alright, we got this 2-drop back if we want it. So we've actually kind of got some interesting choices here. A lot of interesting picks in that draft. Definitely not sure I did it right. First off, I think we can play 16 lands in this deck since we're essentially stopping at 5. Our creature count right now is 19. Probably Righteous Blow is going to come out, just not going to be quite good enough. I think it's worse than our other instance. Not sure why it's just staying right there. That's interesting. Is it in our deck or no? I can't tell. I guess it's not. Oh, where'd it go? What if I wanted to put it back in the deck? How would I do that? I just took out something I didn't want to take out. Okay. Well, that Righteous Blow, I guess is not in our deck. Do I have to like count the cards in my deck now? 6, 9, 12, 16, 19, 21, 24, 28 plus 16 is 44. I can't count apparently. 3, 7, 10, 14, 19, 22, 26. No, it is in the deck. So that's kind of annoying. Well, it just stays there. Alright, well, I guess I might have to like restart or something to fix that. I think we take out a Haunted Witness for sure. I don't think I want to cut any of the 3-drops. Pretty sure I want to play the Equinox. We could take out a Take Heart. I think I will take out a Take Heart. And I guess that Righteous Blow's in our deck, so I'm going to hope if I come back in here... Yeah, there it is. I can actually take it out now. Alright, this seems like a pretty reasonable way to build this deck, so let's hope it works out for us. Probably almost no one playing this right now, since literally today the new set came out. Why play the new set when you can play a set that's like 6 months old? And then you get useless ranked points for it. Alright, got another loser here. His last name's Alone. It's pretty telling. His hand kind of sucks, but I'm gonna keep it. It's not quite sucky enough to not keep. We need to draw, ideally, a Sky Knight Legionnaire next turn. That'd be the best outcome. Hey. I mean, we do have 3 of them, right? Looks like he's just going to trade, which I think is fine. So, can we just request that we draw another Sky Knight Legionnaire now? That's too much to ask. We can kill this guy if he's going to try to go nuts with it or something. I don't know if we're supposed to do anything in a turn here. Seems like he's playing that Cyclops mainly defensively. So it makes me think we're probably not supposed to play it. I think we should have pretty few dead draws here. This guy does not fly despite kind of looking like he flies. Guild Mage is better than a lot of our 2-drops right now would be because this guy's deck seems a little odd. This Guild Mage is kind of doing something on this board. Just because he can activate his ability. So we're just going to play our 3/3 here, even though not really doing anything. Yeah, oops, not that one. These guys. Yeah, Wojak Bodyguard and Demir Informant. Not generally seen in the same decks, but who am I to judge? See if he's gonna do some kind of big swing here. If he does, can we punish it? Maybe. See if he can attack with a 5/5 Phantasm. It's kind of decent. I think we'll trade with the Cyclops. I think we're interested in that. It's not the one I would have guessed he was gonna fly. Well, so now we got to decide. So we could just take 10 here, and we can hit back for 3, 7, and potentially do 12 back. We have exactly 12, but we can't actually get through that guy. If we draw a land, we can 12 him. Because we can go to motion, take heart, plus integrity intervention. I kind of want to just do that. I like my chances of drawing a land here and killing him. Does he have more? Okay, I guess Sure Strike probably does it too, right? Yeah, Sure Strike does it. I don't think there's any double red instants that matter here. So just to be clear, we get to go demote that guy, swing for 7, plus 3, plus 2. So Lava Coil's a sorcery. We can get a take heart here. Alright. Got him that game. Didn't even need that last card in our hand. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Alright, so strikes me as a keep. Obviously got to draw white somewhat soon, and Equinox is kind of a non-card in this hand. Mountain Warstar on our deck, I guess. But the hand's just too functional with 2-drop and a 3-drop here. So I don't think you can really justify mulliganing this. Jeez. I think there's anything that gets us too bad here. Just gonna bounce it. So I'm about to play Bodyguard, even though it won't be able to attack next turn, because if I draw planes, then I can play Legion, Guildmage plus Locksmith. be a good one at some point to... There we go. So now we got to decide what we're doing. I think we're just playing two guys here. I think it's better than bonzing his guy. I just don't think that's a high priority. He's just got 3 power. It's not that scary. So he's doing something in our upkeep, looks like. No. I'm guessing he's got the 5 mana deal damage card. Not sure why he'd let us draw first. Oh, he's gonna tap a guy. That's fine. Kind of weird that he would tap that guy. Let's go ahead and attack. And then definitely going to bonds his Phoenix. Alright, so you can tap a guy again, but I'm just not that impressed by that. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I think we just do that and attack and put the counter on the... He might tap down this guy. But then... And then he can... This guy will be a 2-3. We'll be at 10. Or we could just play this 4-5. I think let's go to combat. And I guess we just don't attack. I think he's going to use his Sonic Assault. And if he doesn't, then I guess we can... I guess we just don't attack, yeah. I think he's going to use his Sonic Assault. Maybe we just attack with, like, Locksmith? Okay, he's going to tap down that guy. Alright, discarding a... Discarding what? What do you discard? Oh, we discarded Radical Idea. Alright, that's fine. And then we'll just play a land and play our Equinox. Seems like we're in pretty good shape. We're 10. I don't really anticipate dying. Alright, so he's using his only blue and he discarded Bacon Bolt. I don't know how much that actually hits for. Because he's got hits for 3. So I'm curious why he didn't want to cast that. But I think we just play all the cards in our hand. Disdainful Stroke's gonna be kind of a blank for him. So let's just go ahead. Demote his guy. We'll buff up this guy. That's going to be lethal. Alright, we got him. So 2-0 with the Boros deck. Fine by me. Bond of Discipline. I'm starting to get those War of the Spark cards here. Alright, this hand's pretty bad. It's kind of hand where you can sort of gamble that you draw a bunch of cheap stuff and it's okay. Or do you just go to 6 and hope to have just like a cohesive draw? If you draw any lands, it's not very good. Equinox is pretty terrible in this hand. Yeah, I think we mulligan. You just have to really draw like 2 things 3 or less in the first like 3 draw steps. Alright, it's not good. I think we can put that on bottom. Even though it is kind of good with the other cards in our hand. But then we just have to hope we draw a land the next 2. But we would really even be okay drawing another land. I don't know, that card could be pretty good though. It's pretty tough. If one of these next 2 cards is a land, I think we'd be happy to keep Rogue Charger. And that's over 50% to happen. And then he's also a good blocker if they have a fast start. So I'm just going to hope that we get lands in a timely fashion. Like if he's Boros or something, then okay, well we got our land. So can't complain about that. Looks like he's probably Dimir type deck, I would assume. So now the question becomes, what card do I want to play? Probably the Bojack. Because then, if I draw a land, I think I definitely want to play Bojack, because Bojack into Parhelion Patrol seems fine. Probably even though I didn't draw the land, because Bojack, I don't know, I mean it wouldn't really matter because I'd be playing these 2. Kind of the order doesn't matter if I'm just playing these 2 cards right in a row. I guess Rogue Charger would deal damage first, so it'd be a thing. Okay, I'm just gonna play Parhelion Patrol here. This doesn't seem like really a good enough start against him, I'm gonna guess. Ugh. That's pretty bad. It's like one of the best possible cases for that card. We're definitely going to go for some kind of take hard here. It's pretty obvious we have a combat trick because it keeps pausing for us. But what are you going to do? Okay, he's not going to go for it. So if we draw land, which we didn't, yeah, I'm going to attack, and I mean we just have to kind of hope this works out. 3 mana, there's nothing that owns us too hard, I don't think. I think he knows we have a trick, or else he would have attacked with, I guess why would attack with Parhelion Patrol anyway. Alright, we'll try it. He just 1-for-1s us if he has the bounce spell or the Okay, that is pretty reasonable. He has the Bounce Spell or Dazzling Lights. That guy doesn't worry me very much. Gonna have to decide exactly what to do next turn, because we could just try to get down to Equinox, which is very bad against Disdainful Stroke, or we could just try to keep up the pressure. Probably a good idea to keep up the pressure. He's going to decide to get aggressive here. He's going to take 5. Don't really want to trade Banneret. So this looks like he's got Artful whatever. I just can't really do anything about that. So probably like taps this guy, kills that guy, something like that. I guess maybe he would do that if he has nothing. I just don't think he's got nothing. And yeah, I'm just gonna attack here. I guess I could have pumped up Banneret there. I don't know if I'm attacking with Banneret. I guess I'm not. I guess I am. Yeah, looks like he's got Artful whatever. So he's gonna kill that guy and tap that guy. Which is fine. Are we supposed to bond something here? Maybe I wasn't supposed to play that land. It's entirely possible I wasn't supposed to play that land. It's gonna be really hard to ever get through his guys now. Am I supposed to play this Bonds on the crab or something? I guess. I could definitely regret that very easily. Alright, I'm not gonna play it. But maybe I was supposed to. Alright. So he's not worried about the Equinox. It makes me fear he's got the Stroke. Oh, we're just gonna play it. Guess this is the right way to tap. Yep. So we're just basically totally out of this one now. Because he gets to hit us down to 3 and we're still at 17. Yeah, we're just dead. Got us. Alright, we are 2-1 now. Not sure we really had much of a chance. Could have kept that opening hand. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what it looked like right now, but that was possibly a decision point where it could have led to a victory. I think we mulliganed that game, right? Yeah, I don't think it was right to keep that. I remember the hand. It was like Mountain, Plains, the 5-drop Ox, Integrify, whatever, and the Equinox. So, just on average, not going to be doing it. So I think mulliganing's right, and I don't know. It didn't seem like there was any conceivable path to victory there. So that's Magic the Gathering for you. All right, up against Poon CP. What a name. Oh, this hand. It's a risky hand. If we draw a mountain the very first turn, it's pretty good. But that's only a 8 out of 33 chance, so it's like a 1 in 3 chance, or 1 in 4 chance. And if we don't, the hand's pretty mediocre. So I think it's a clear mulligan. This hand seems better. Can play all the cards in our hand. I don't think we need another 2-drop. And man, now we gotta really decide what we're playing here. I guess it's Locksmith, because it can attack through the vine, and all the other ones cannot. We're not activating Guild Mage anytime soon. Do we want to attack and trade off for that 2/2? I don't know. I kind of want to. I think we can likely get that trade anytime. I think he always trades. So I think it's better to just play a Shieldmate here. And then potentially get more things through the vine. Apparently up against Simic here. More likely up against Sultai. He's going to attack. Probably taking it. Alright, I think we just play 2 dudes here. And we could get in for 2 and then trade off like our Locksmith for his District Guide. I don't know. I think we can kind of do that anytime, and then our attacks are kind of done, so I'm not seeing a big advantage of that. Okay. So we can like tap the Dissident, or I guess tap District Guide would be the play. And then get in with these guys. He can trade off that for that. Could have the 3-2, but that's not a big concern. So tap him. I think it's time to attack. Oh, he's got Artful Takedown. I guess this is a marginally effective attack. He's kind of at the point where that guy's going to be a 4-4 anyway. And I think I want to play my land because he could make me discard, and then I could draw my 5-drop. So, but yeah, I can't say I love the shape we're in because we're not really ahead on board, and he's got 5 cards in hand. So nothing really spectacular about any of the. Just have to hope his hand is just total garbage. Looks like he's probably got another Artful Takedown. Guildmage's not the worst draw, but I just don't think it's going to be fast enough. Well, that card doesn't really do anything. Alright, well, I guess we get to start shooting him for 3. No real point in attacking here. We can make this block. What does he get back? Well, he gets back a permanent, right? So I don't really care if he's getting back the 2-2. Could have tapped his guy and then gotten in for 4, but then we're not getting in for another 3, so this gets in for 6 total. I guess we can keep this land in our hand. Not really winning this race in any way. So I think we're pretty big dogs in this game. Not sure what we could have done this game differently. Had some early attacks where we could have traded with the 2-2. Don't think that would have done that much. So now we're getting hit for 5, hitting him back for 3. Don't really have any kind of high end that we can draw. So I think we're just boned. I guess we can just, I mean, shooting him is not really going to do anything. I guess we're supposed to start tapping him, but I don't know if that's doing either. Sure. So I'm supposed to tap something here. So he hits us for 5 down to 6, and he does have lethal next turn. Even through an Equinox that we can play. Alright. So we are 2-2 now. see if we can improve to 3 and 2. Be cool. Against Inflamed. Alright, can't complain that much about this hand. It's kind of what we're hoping to do. Opponent even mulliganed. Yeah, Hunter Witness, not a great card. I'll admit. Alright, don't really mind seeing that. Yeah, Death Toucher's okay. We got a bunch of flyers. Definitely just going to play Parhelion Patrol next turn. Alright, he's got the Deadweight. I need to draw something other than land at some point. I think we'll attack with the team next turn. Happy if he wants to trade his Death Touch guy for either of my 2/2s. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I need to draw not land. Drake is fine. Alright, definitely just gonna attack with the team here and probably kill off the Drake. He didn't block with his... Alright, well, he only 1-for-1s this if he's got Dazzling Lights. Looks like he does. He's got the Death Touch, so that's okay. And took an extra 2 we didn't have to take. Guy doesn't do a lot. And the crab is going to shore up the ground a little bit. But definitely, probably, I think. I mean, we're not even just throwing away the Banneret. He'll trade with something. I guess I'll play my land. If I draw another land, I get a pump Banneret another time. Not obvious that it actually matters, but all right, go with that. He's surely at the point where he's not playing around anything. I'm not going to block if he wants to make any kind of attack. Let's hope he doesn't have Deadweight. Luminous Bonds. I don't think we really need to play that. He's got blockers on the ground for days. So I think we'll just go ahead and attack with these guys. He's presumably going to block with his 2/2 Thoughtbound Phantasm. Sure, he'd block with the crab. That's annoying. I wish I knew where he put that card. I guess he discarded the island? Kills crab. We gotta replay our Skynight Legionnaire. And I guess we just hope he goes the distance. That's a pretty good draw. Does he really have a disdainful stroke? Ugh. Well, he gets to gain a life and hit us for 5. That's not that big a deal, though. Surely getting in for 5 here. Alright, he's got a flying blocker. Ooh, I like that. I think we just bonds now. Because it'd be really annoying if he had dazzling lights, and I think we're gonna bond no matter what, and he could make us discard it. So, or he could counter it next turn. That'd be annoying. Though if he had dazzling lights, he would have, I think, used it on his turn to make his other phantasm attack. That would be my guess. Alright, so you have 2 Mephitic Vapors? Really? Yeah, okay. So we got that one. So 3 and 2 now. Let's see if we can run it all the way to the end. Yeah, this hand looks good. Hopefully draw one of our sweet 2-drops. And the hand's like perfect. You know, you like seeing the Ox a little later. Is he an Ox? He's a beast, apparently. Looks like an Ox to me. He's got some cow feet for sure. He's definitely in the Ox family. Still got a turn to draw. A 2-drop. Looks like, I'm guessing he's got dazzling lights, given that it paused there. Alright, well, I guess we're hitting him for 3. Whoa, what was that crazy little shooting thing that went up there? Not Healing Hawk, not Healing Hawk. This guy. Alright, he's got Mr. Krabby. Alright, yeah, I think just play the patrol here. Might set up a pretty good turn for the Pack Beast next turn. That'd be nice. Looks like he's maybe missing land drops. Alright. It's not that, but still get attack for 4, which will do. He's got dazzling lights, but it doesn't seem like it really matters. His hand's all spells because he missed a land drop, so that is something we have to contend with. But I got a feeling old Packy's going to be good. Alright, we like seeing that. I'm actually going to try to pay attention to how he's scrying. That's funny. It's like one of those things you pay attention to, but it's like what actionable information is going to give you. Okay, so he's doing nothing with it, or he's not doing nothing. He scryed to the bottom. That's the correct thing. I guess he's looking for land. Yeah, I'm okay with him drawing a card here. Because if we hit Pack Beast, then we do a lot of damage. Alright, we did do that. So what's the play? Could Luminous Bonds, or we could go for a Sure Strike type solution. Yeah, I think I like Sure Striking here, and then we get to play our Hawk too. So I think we just jam with everything. And then, well, I guess he's got... I guess we put everything on the... Well, we got Take Heart as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to jam with everything here. Okay. So... I don't think we were supposed to pump. So we want the Parhelion Patrol to resolve first. Only question is, do we want to make the Banneret into a 3/3? I think we want to make the Legionnaire into a 3/3. Yeah. Like this. So he does have Dazzling Lights. We gotta keep that in mind. She's going to cast now on our Parhelion Patrol. Oh, he's gonna cast it on that. So it's gonna resolve. Right, not on the Parhelion Patrol, I guess. So that guy's gonna become a 2/2. I guess I kind of was hoping we could respond to something there, but we're gonna first strike down. Four, 7, 9. We can't quite kill him or anything, but we'll first strike down his Crab. And then we get to play the Hawk. And we're representing 6, really 7 in the air. Pump the Banneret. Though he's got some cards to play, so this one ain't over yet. But his plays may not be that good. He didn't do that much last turn. Alright, Deadly Visit. Might be able to beat a Deadly Visit. So draw land for Pack Beast. We still just get a smash him for 6. Assuming there's no attack here. Well, I guess he's only blocking one ground guy anyway. Might as well attack. But it's, you know, a little risky against any kind of removal spell. Now if we draw planes, we kill him. Because we can go Luminous Bonds plus Take Heart. Oh, he's got Deadweight. Okay. So now we don't kill him, but... do this and play the Pack Beast. Close game for sure. Alright, he's got the worm. So take 5. He didn't scry this turn, so no card for him. It's a pretty reasonable draw. So I think we just, pretty clear here, attack with the bird. Who's actually representing lethal next turn. And then we get to play this plus bonds his worm. This guy's also representing lethal if we draw land. So he's got a couple things to contend with here. We'll trade Pack Beast for Darkblade Agent if he does something that scries, most likely. Though, kind of depends on what it is that it scries. The 4/5 is probably not good enough. Alright, so... we're definitely going to go for it. Well, that makes it easier. Now we just deterministically have it. Because we just get to take hard our guy. And if he's got a response to that, we just get to integrity intervention him. Alright, so 4-2 now. Is that what our record is? 3-2? 4-2? I can't remember. 4-2? What we got? A sweet War of the Spark card? No, some shitty M19 card. Alright, well, we're guaranteed a winning record for this draft. It's tough at Diamond. You play a lot of good players. That guy was double-digit mythic. Alright, so it's not a good hand, but I just don't think I'm gonna mulligan, so I won't. Like, the hand's great if I draw a 2-drop, which is not a very likely outcome. Like, that's not... I have to draw it. It has to be this card right here. I just don't have it in me to mulligan. I just don't think a 6 is reliably going to be a lot better. It's actually kind of... Is it better against another Boros deck? Not obvious. Not obvious. Alright. You may go. Selesnya. So that makes me feel a little bit better. I think it's pretty clearly... No, I don't know. It's not clearly... It's not clear what we're supposed to play. It's not clear what we're supposed to play. Because we're not really blocking... I guess we're supposed to play Bodyguard. We're supposed to play Bodyguard. Like, we could play Blade Instructor and then, like, attack and use a combat trick the next turn and then play the Bodyguard. Guess that's better. Okay. Fine. And even if we draw Sky Knight Legionnaire, we'll be able to use our trick and attack. We're just taking it. Alright, we'll play Bodyguard here and just leave up our Take Heart. There's a very good chance we use a defensive Take Heart to block. White-green should have not that much interaction, right? Like their own Take Heart, which wouldn't be that bad. If he's just jamming, then that might be a problem. Looks like that is the case. Well, let's see what happens. I think I'm in for it. Alright. Pretty fine with that outcome. Don't think we need to do anything too cute here. I think we just attack for 6. I think we're definitely supposed to attack. And we play our Banneret. And we play our land so we can intervention if needed. And we won't block. Not that frightened by his board right now. He presumably can't attack with Witness, but what do I know? So he's going to play like a Centaur? How did that go? Okay. That's pretty solid. So we just get a 9-'em now. Down to 8. Yeah, that's pretty much the best possible draw. And then we've got a lot of extra damage in our hand. He can attack for 4, we'll take it. Alright, he's got another one of those, so might be somewhat of a struggle here. Just getting over the finish line. Or will it? It probably will be. Well, I guess no, it's not. We just do this and then get attack with our guys. How do we want to do this? Yeah, I guess we just attack with all of our guys. Not all of our guys, not the 3-1. Alright, so he's just doing a bunch of chumping. Pretty sure we're supposed to keep intervention. I don't think we're in that much risk of dying, but yeah, things I guess could happen. Isn't there like the thing that gives +9/+9 or something? That would kill us. But he's not just jamming, so that's good news. So I think we demote one of his 2/2s and just serve him. Do we also pump? Maybe we're supposed to demote the 1/1. Yeah, I guess we pump here. And I think I won't attack with... No, I'll attack with Blade Instructor, because... No... I'm not sure. Am I supposed to attack with Blade Instructor? I could Mentor onto him. Which is kind of cool. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack with Blade Instructor, just to decrease the chance of randomly dying. Make a 4/4 with Vigilance. Maybe it's better to put it on the Bodyguard just to so we can mentor for more next turn. See if he's going to go for the double block. I'm fine with that. So we can threaten to just kill him here, right? How likely are we to die? What is it? What do you have? For white and green. I just don't think there's anything, is there? So 3/7/9. I think we're doing it. I can't remember anything. And then I feel like even if this doesn't work, somehow, then... Okay, we got him. I feel like he's just left with, like, no board. Alright, so we're 5-2. Alright, we got the mono white hand. I think it's a keep. Naturally. It's not a good hand. Not a good hand. I hope we don't see a pass wall adept or something here. Okay, well, hand's... It's a good thing about having a bad hand. Wow, I took a R2/2. He milled Fine Finality. Must really need land. Fine Finality is not a card we're particularly able to beat. So if there's no Mephitic Vapors in our future... It's not the end of the world if there is, but prefer if that didn't happen. So I should have seen that coming. I think I'll take Heart to kill this guy. Play our 2/2. And hey, we draw a couple lands. Or like a guy we can play next turn and a land. We're playing the Equinox. But yeah, not feeling too good about this game. What do you do with this guy? I guess he milled that swamp. This guy's rather effective. Milling his swamp. And let's attack. I think it's probably worth sure striking that guy. Is it? Probably. Guys, keep that our little secret. Alright, Gateway Plaza. Probably means he's not totally owning us this turn. No deadweight, please. It's a little awkward. We just attack with maybe I'm just gonna attack with the Hawk. Play Blade Instructor. We can drop the 4/5 next turn. Might just be kind of all in on that. Oh my god, he bounced all our humans. That's awkward. I guess we're supposed to play Blade Instructor and attack for... maybe just trade that for the Child of Night. Probably. He milled a land, but then he missed a land drop. It'd be nice to draw a mountain next turn. Or that guy. I think we just play two dudes here. Alright, drew a tap land. Hey, Locksmith answers that guy. So Mountain would be good. There's a Mountain. We could just play a 4/5 here. It's probably better to just play the 4/5. It's a little bit better. It's worse against Disdainful Stroke, that's for sure. Alright. Do we play around Disdainful Stroke? Well, I guess Disdainful Stroke's getting this guy no matter what happens. I'm not particularly... I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he has Disdainful Stroke, but... It also... I don't know if I have that much of indication that he's got it, but of course he does. No, he doesn't. So what instant does he have? He's probably got Dazzling Lights. Dazzling Light's really the only one that would make sense. So Dazzling Lights will get our Sure Strike pretty well. He can draw a card off Darkblade Agent, I guess. I mean, I'm not trading Equinox for his guys, for sure. We're not dead here. So he must have Dazzling Lights in hand. They always have Dazzling Lights. He would have bounced our Equinox into turn, right? If he had the bounce card. Dead weight on him. Alright, I think we just bash for... Oh, we're supposed to just play Bodyguard here. Attack for 2 and play Bodyguard. Sounds right. I could attack with Blade Instructor and try to go for the Sure Strike, but I suspect he's got Dazzling Lights in hand. Or the Bounce Spell. Bounce Spell would be less bad. I think he would have played the Bounce Spell on the Equinox. I could be wrong. Okay, we're pretty much in this. Now the big question is, do we do anything? I think we just attack for 4. We could also just make 2. I don't know. I don't want to lose both my mentor guys right now. I think we're fine doing this. I don't know if he has Dazzling Lights. I guess he could have done the auto pass there. Alright. Looks like he's got the tap and kill thing. Am I supposed to just cash in one of these guys to get the counter on my guy? I don't think I'm gonna go for... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna use my... Yeah, I mean, it's pausing for him. No, it's just blocks. Okay, I mean, even... So now it's like, doesn't even matter if I Sure Strike. So we're just gonna let that happen. I just want to... I think that guy's better just... sacking him and putting a counter on my Sky Knight Legionnaire. I've got 2-turn clock now. He's probably got to start going to town here. But he's got a pretty slow clock. Alright, that's a good draw. Attack for 5. I'm so suspicious. So what? That does 2. Yeah, I'll pump my guy. So wait, hold on. Just to be clear, it's dealing 2. Okay. Okay, so he had Necrotic Wound, not Dazzling Lights in his hand. So that's what I was mind-fucking myself with. So what are we at? 5 wins now? Oh my god, Yargle? 6 wins. So this guy win 1 more, we get the old 7 winner. And I guess we get to Diamond 2, which I've been Diamond 2 before, and then I've fallen from grace. Alright, Daragaz is the only thing standing between us and 7 wins. Looks like we got a nice one. Gonna keep it. Can't remember who's going first here. Hopefully mulligans, this is just like super easy. It's always nice to get those, you know. Some people say they want like good games. I don't want good games, I just want to win. Know what I mean? I guess we're supposed to play the Shieldmate? Not obvious. I'll play Locksmith. This is worse against Mephitic Vapors. Better against some random wall. Well, attack with my 2-1. And I'll play the Bodyguard. I'm worried if he doesn't trade that he's got Mephitic Vapors. Doesn't seem like green-black would play that so much, but never know. I can deal with the Golgari Locket. That's not a problem. That will not be a problem. Alright, what do we do here? I think it's pretty easy. We attack, put the counter on him, take Harden when he blocks. He takes 5, goes to 12, and we play Shieldmate. I don't see any other line of action. Heart. Take 5, you go to 12. We get player Shield. And then if he just plays like a guys, pretty much just loses the game. Alright, 7 wins. Not bad, I like it. And we go up to Diamond 2. What's our new icon? Like I said, I've been Diamond 2 before, so kind of embarrassing at this point, more than anything. It'd be nice to get Mythic, but I think the cutoff's really soon. Alright, well, let's open our packs, see what sweetness we get. Hey, Legion War Boss. And a Midnight Raper. Alright, cool. Well, successful run. I will catch you guys next time.